Huskies, it's Miss Check again, and I am here for Tuesday Tales, where I am going to read you a story. And today I'm going to read you a story about a real person whose name is Frida Kahlo. I bet some of you already know about Frida Kahlo. Maybe your parents have told you about her. Maybe Ms. Gilbert or Ms. Ching have told you about her. She was an incredibly famous painter from Mexico, and she did amazing work. So I want to talk to you a little bit about her today, though, because she had a really amazing life, and parts of it were pretty hard. So this is another picture of Frida Kahlo, and here's a puzzle of Frida Kahlo. We love Frida Kahlo in this household. Do you guys like doing puzzles? I would really recommend it because it's very calming, very soothing. It's nice to do as a family if you have a puzzle or two. So, back to Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo was born in Mexico City and lived there for most of her life. She lived in a house called the Blue House, Casa Azul, which actually you can still go and tour. Now, I know right now it's not like you can just get on a plane and go to Mexico, but you can take a tour online of the Blue House. So I'm going to put a link in right under this video in the message that will have a link to go tour the Blue House. And when you're there, you can see her paintings. You can see pictures of her and her animals. She had monkeys and cats and dogs and birds. She had so many animals. You can see her clothes. She had beautiful traditional Mexican dresses, all kinds of amazing things that you can see at the Blue House. So I hope you will go and take a tour and learn some things about Frida Kahlo and then share them with me because I would like to know. So be sure to write me a message, send me an email so that I know that you watched this video and you can tell me all about things you know about Frida Kahlo or questions you have after this video. Okay, so one of the reasons I chose Frida Kahlo to read about today is because she had an amazing life and she did so many incredible things. But also, she had a very hard life in lots of ways. So when Frida Kahlo was 6 years old, she got a disease called polio. Now, polio has a cure and a vaccine now, but long time ago there was no cure, and it was a very, very scary sickness. So when Frida Kahlo got polio, she wasn't able to use one of her legs. So that was really, really hard, and she had to spend a lot of time in bed. She couldn't run around and do the things that she used to love to do. And she did get better, which was great, but then when she was 18, she got into a terrible crash, a trolley crash in Mexico City. And because of that, she again got so injured that she had to have all these surgeries for pretty much the rest of her life. She had some real problems with her because of the crash. And so she had to spend a lot of time just in bed. She couldn't move. And I bet that was really hard. Can you imagine what it would be like to not be able to move? To not be able to leave your bed? That would be so hard. And I think we know, because now we're not really leaving our apartments or our houses anymore, that it's hard to do that. So imagine that, plus you're just stuck in bed all the time. It was very, very hard. But that did not stop Frida Kahlo from doing extraordinary things. Her father actually made her a special kind of easel so that she could paint while lying down. And she began to paint amazing things. So later on in her life, she went and lived in New York. She lived in Paris. She loved Mexico City, though that was her forever home. She traveled all over, But oftentimes what she painted were things that she dreamed about. She painted her flying. She painted herself with the body of a deer. She painted herself doing all kinds of amazing things that weren't really possible. So, like, here's a picture of her. I don't know if you can see that. That's one of hers, and that's with a thorn necklace and a hummingbird. There's one called Roots, where she's got roots kind of growing out of her. So all kinds of very creative and imaginative things. And she painted them, a lot of them, in her bed. So even when we can't go places, even when we can't do the things that we used to do, we can still create incredible things. We can still use our imaginations, and we can journey and take trips in our minds. So that's one of the things I really love about Frida Kahlo. So I'm going to read this book. Now, as you guys know, Miss Check's Spanish is not as good as it should be. And I get really nervous to try it. But you have to practice, right? Otherwise your Spanish won't get better. Just like your English won't get better if you don't practice English, right? So I hope you will be patient with me and kind with me, because I'm going to read this and parts of it are in Spanish. So I hope it won't be too embarrassing how bad I am with my Spanish. I'm going to try my hardest, okay? Viva Frida. Oh, by Yuyi Morales. It says soy. I am. So you say yo soy, right? Yeah, okay. Yo. I. Busco. Search. Veo. I see. See a monkey? Did I mention she had a monkey for a pet? She had actually a couple monkeys. Wouldn't suggest that now. Aha! Juego. I play. Sé. I know. Yo sé. This one's my favorite. Sueño. I dream. Her dreaming of flying. Do you ever have fantastical dreams about flying? Have you ever had a dream where you were flying? I want to hear all about it, so tell me that. Y me doy cuenta, and I realize de que that I feel, siento, and I understand, y entiendo, que amo, that I love. That's Diego Rivera. That was her husband. Y creo arte. Did I say that right? Y por lo tanto, and so, vivo. I live. Look at that. The end. So that's a story I really love about an artist I really love. I hope you, if you're interested, will go on the tour of the Blue House and maybe also look at some books, look at some pictures online about Frida Kahlo. Tell me what you find out, because I'd love to learn more. So, can you repeat after me? I take care of you. You take care of me. We take care of each other because we're a family. Okay, take care, Huskies. I miss you so much, and I'm sending you big hugs. Bye-bye.